If you're waiting ages for interview feedback or feedback on any applications at this moment in time, then have a listen to this. There's a few reasons for that, especially in today's market. Now, one of them is that the job might have actually already been filled. So some employers don't take down job posts after they've been filled. Why? A lot of the times jobs get posted and then picked up by other job boards. So employers don't always know where their jobs are being posted. So the second one, and this is a really, really big one at the moment, and that's that hiring managers are getting floods and floods of applications for even one vacancy, about 250 applications, and it's just not feasible for one person to be reviewing all those applications at one time. Also, have you followed the instructions that the employer asked you to do or required you to do? For example, did you submit that cover letter that they asked for? Moreover, a lot of employers will use job application instructions as a test to see how closely candidates read directions as well. So you can't say that you're, detail orientated and then fail to follow instructions in the job posting. Next one, your salary requirements were too high. Now, this is a bit of a strange one depending on which industry you're in, but some online systems do actually require you to input a salary and if the guidelines of the job application that you're applying for, then it could get dismissed straight away. But, the upshot, some employers say what the salary range is in the posting. So if you know there's a job that you're interviewing for and it pays less than what you're making, but you're okay with that because of the current market, then you need to let them know and you need to make that known in your application. Also, make sure you tailor your CV and your resume to the job description. Too many employers nowadays use an application tracking system that tracks keywords on your resume. And if you don't have those certain keywords that are on the job posting, you might get dismissed for silly little things like that as well. Lastly, it is a bit of a pill to swallow, but unfortunately you couldn't have been a great fit for the role. In many cases, you won't hear back from an employer because you were simply not a good match. I think that is the beauty of working consultatively like we do at ESP, trying to get, real quality feedback for our candidates, for them to improve next time and to better themselves really as well, if anything. The absence of a response isn't necessarily a no, though, so make sure that you're following up in some really smart ways. So maybe a quick email reiterating your interest for the role, choosing the best method of communication, finding out who the hiring manager is, and being really proactive, really.